Faculty of Business Club. So this club is actually for the student to have their activities, and for the last 3 years or nearly to 4 years, this club has been organizing a lot of activities, but mainly that activities are related to non-academic related activities. Only for the few events that we have this kind of activities, which is the academic activities, and I'm very proud of the organizing committee to come and come up with this event. And after that, you can have the academic related activities for the students. And the reason why that we have this kind of activities, because for you, most of you are MBA student, right? And one of the reasons that you need to have this related topics, which is topics relates to research, is because at the end of your program, you have to write a research proposal or research thesis, minor thesis or something like that. And I hope that this kind of event will help you to organize your research activities later. Okay, and then you are also a student, and the students here is you need to have academic and also a non-academic activities. So this kind of activities, this kind of event is an examples of non-academic activities where you organize and you have to call the person in charge to give the speech and get a place for you to hold the event and something like that. And this kind of activities is we want you to be all-rounded in terms of your studies. So I hope that this event will be beneficial to you, and on behalf of Business Faculty of Business Club, I congratulate all of you to have this event, enjoy the event, and at the end learn a lot of it from the facilitator, where we have the awesome facilitator from very much experience in terms of this related research and things. Okay? That's all. Thank you very much.
Okay, I'm bringing the message from the Deputy Dean, the Dean actually, Michelle Tong. She's unable to actually come here because she's on away for her trip, and she'll only be back tomorrow. Now, basically what she wants you all to know, this is her message, is that this is the first time you all are doing a mini colloquium, and she wanted to congratulate you all, okay, especially the whole MBA students. It's not one person's effort. There is no such thing as one person's effort, it's everyone's effort. Okay, so this is what I believe, and I believe that all of y'all are here prepared to learn about the secrets of unlocking research. A lot of people can do research. Research is something that is done daily. Realizing or unrealizing, you are actually doing a research. Even now, you are analyzing who are we? What are we doing here? Basically, that is part and parcel of research. It's just that this one is informal research. The one that you are about to learn or embark in this journey would be more of an official, something that you write, something that you detail out. Okay, so I hope that this research colloquium would be beneficial for each and every one of you. Please take time. Most importantly, ask. You may be wondering how to do it, what to do it. I'm not from Malaysia, so how am I supposed to do it? It's not related. No, please don't do that. Okay? Be open, open up your mind, open up your heart. I'm very sure you would be able to absorb, because the person that we called here to actually deliver this thing is none other than Professor Dato Dr. Liao, whereby he actually wrote books on terms of behavior. Something that actually I took the initiative to go and buy it in Popular. And reading it, I could actually understand and look into behaviors whereby he actually detailed information, characteristics, which actually add value to what I have. So he's good. Please ask question. The most important thing is please ask question, or else you'll be talking. Okay? He talks. You might not. You'll get bored. So you want to learn. The best thing is stop him. So what is this? What is that? So you will be able to gauge. Not now. You won't understand now. In another 2 hours time, you will understand. Okay? So ask questions. That is the most important thing. Right? So on behalf of the Dean, congratulations team, and to all of y'all, welcome, okay, for this colloquium, and I hope that y'all benefit from this. And also not forgetting Puan Norlia from LHDN. Now she's also a candidate who's doing her studies, and she's together with Prof. Liao. So welcome to MAHSA University. We hope that you benefit from this colloquium as well. So thank you very much and have a nice day.
I'm going to ask you. Fair enough. And I would not stand there and look at the board or anything. And then after that, because I already prepared the notes for you to read, because I write books in research method as well. So published by University Malaya, do some promotion. Okay, research method. There's total of 6 books in research method, which divide into quantitative research, qualitative research, how to use SPSS, how to use AMOS, how to use SEM, then after that how to analyze the behavioral video behavioral, all total of 6 books published by University Malaya. So there's a fundamental of the sub-promotion over there. So talk about my background in research. I'm a mixed method researcher. So I start just before I proceed. So I just want to share a bit of my experience in research and different areas. So basically, when we talk about research, you have to be very observant, especially for today. If you realize that I walk to this person, meaning that this person is not concentrating. You understand? So you hope that I do not walk next to you. Then after that, I might ask you certain questions. Then you have to listen to me carefully. Because definitely I will ask some questions that I have mentioned just now. So because of this, so you will be able to understand well. Is it okay for you, sir? Yes. Great. So when we talk about research actually starts from the inquiry. Meaning that you have something you have interest to know, something you would like to know more, something that triggers for you to study deeper. For example, let's say, are you married?
Yes.
Yes, okay. Then he would like to study what is the secret to get the second wife. So he starts to do research. This is also a type of research. When we talk about the research, it could be 2 types of research. Listen carefully, yeah, because also that I can ask, can you remember what type of research that I mentioned just now? Example. So that's why you have to be very alert towards what I mentioned. So that's why definitely for those, according to behavioral study, those students sit at the back, usually they try to shine themselves. Then my interest is targeting on those try to hide themselves from answering question. When we talk about research, basically we talk about there are 2 types of research. Remember, yeah? The first type is known as quantitative research. The second type is called qualitative research. Can I continue? Alright. To make it more fun, nobody is allowed to write. You have to remember. Get it? Get it? So, how do I know that whether I should go for quantitative research or qualitative research? A lot of students, PhD students, they did the wrong mistake. They tell me what to know. When I start my PhD, the first thing, Prof, I want to do a quantitative research. Then I ask you, why you want to do a quantitative research? I don't know. Because everybody use AMOS, SEM, then I have to use quantitative. This is a wrong concept. When we talk about the research, it's actually we are talking about one thing. What is it? The whole PhD research or the graduate research talk about answering research question. You get what I mean? I will tell you the whole story, how the research question, what is the objective, how it is formulated in a very short while. This is just an introductory session. Do you remember just now I mentioned that he would like to get a second wife? Am I right? So, what is a research question it would be? How to? It could be, am I right? Okay, what criteria it could be, am I right? Then, it could be what are the differences between rich and not rich? Differences, am I right? There are so many types of research questions. Actually, this research question will determine whether you go for quantitative research or qualitative research. Get what I mean? Great. Now, everybody please stand up. Please stand up. Oh, for this workshop, it would not be sitting there. Please queue up two line. How to queue up two line? According to age. You get what I mean? So, the youngest, female one line, male one line, then youngest in front, the most senior at the back. I'll tell you why. Please move. Move, faster. Here, queue up first, queue up. Move, hello. Most seniors belakang. Age, not experience. Okay, it's okay here. So, already queue up. Yeah, join. Tak apa, main saja. You're not qualified yet. Still got seniors. Age, according to age, where are you? Where are you? No, not students, your age. Age. You're the youngest? Yes. Are you sure? Yes. Alright. Please queue up according to the age. Have you? Are you sure? Okay.
No, nobody has asked anybody what's your
So
age.
that's why, what is the objective of this activity? Hello, ladies and gentlemen. The objective of this activity is you need to talk to humans. Just now, we want to see whether the female or the male is more cooperative. I asked you to arrange according to age, right? The group that are strong have to go through penalty for chicken dance. Fair enough? Fair enough?
No.
So I give you one more chance. You want to talk or not? Up to you. I give you one more minute that lose to queue up to go for chicken dance. Fair enough? To entertain the other group. Don't worry, I will dance together with you. Alright? Fair enough? Sorry? Don't worry, I have video that you just follow. Alright? Alright. Okay, now this is an experiment. Can you see? The one that I'm doing now is a type of research also. What is the research I'm doing now? I would like to find out the age of the participant. Can I? So what is the method you use just now? You are asking people around, am I right? You're giving instruction, go back, go in front. You are asking. This is a method of data gathering in research. Simple, right? Do you know that research you're doing every day? This is one of the examples. It's a simple research. But for this simple research, I'm going to break you into different groups. So I'm going to break you into 4 groups now so that you'll work together with your group. Can I have the sequence 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4? We start 1, 2,
3, 4.
1,
1, 2, 4.
3. 1, 2, 4. 1, 2,
3.
3, 4. Okay, 1.
2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4.
Okay, group 1, please move your bag and sit here in front. Move 2, please move your bag to sit here. 2. Move 3, back, move 4 there. Move now. Take your bag and move.
We are one.
Because you will stay together in this group for the whole day.
Chat.
You want?
Chat. Chat. MOM, please. Busu.
Your group? 3-4. 3-4. Am I right? This is one of the example of quantitative research. You get what I mean? Yes. So, I repeat, listen carefully, yeah? Because if you don't listen carefully, your whole group will go for a chicken dance. Fair enough? This is a group effort. Definitely one of the group will go for chicken dance. Who will be the lucky one? We will know it by 4 o'clock. Before we go back, the group will entertain us with a chicken dance. Fair enough?
Yeah, fair.
Fair enough, right?
Yeah.
Okay. Would you be the chicken? Depends whether you concentrate to listen and learn. Can I continue? So, we start from this group. Alright, can you share with me? A very basic research actually starts from what are the fundamentals of research? I already mentioned just now. Yes, sir. I mentioned, right?
Research question.
Yup, research question. Okay, what other elements that... Yeah, I choose you first. What are the fundamentals that create a research?
From the observation.
Yup, from the observation. Can I have you, please?
Qualitative and quantitative.
No. Congratulations. This group score 1 mark first. The highest mark is the one who will get the chicken award. Alright? Okay, here is group 1. Can you give yourself a group name? Now.
Two.
Sorry? Name of the group based on your creativity and innovation. Please tell me the group name. What is the group name you want?
Group number 1.
You are too lame. You have to be creative and innovative. As an MBA students, you must be creative. Sorry? Alpha. A-L-P-H-A. Alright, what is the group name can I have?
Busy bees.
Sorry?
Busy bees.
How to write?
B-U-S-I, busy.
Okay, hold on, hold on. I cannot remember. Alpha. Busy. Busy what?
Bees. B-double-E-S.
Bees. Alright, group 3. What is your name? Creative name.
Number 4.
Number 3. Yeah, sorry. What is a creative name?
Big Bang.
Big Bang. Okay. Group number 4. I'll do it later. I'll replace it later. Could I have the name, please?
Researchers.
How to write?
R-E-S-E-A.
Recession.
Researchers. Yes.
Alright.
No.
Researcher.
Researchers.
Re-
We are doing research, right?
Researchers.
So we are the
Researchers.
Yes, we are. Go to the queue. What's the queue? No.
Alright. So group researchers happily got 1 point now. My question is, what fundamental create you to create a research? Can I? You first.
Finding out the problem.
Sorry?
Finding out the specific problem.
Yup, you like to know certain problems. So you find out as a research. Basically, when we talk about research, there are 2 types of research I mentioned just now. One is quanti, another one is qualitative. But I would like to know from you, can I know how do I determine whether I should use quanti or quali? Based on?
The research questions.
Correct, thank God. Based on the research question. Can I continue? Alright. So, how do you start a research? A lot of people that telling me that, oh, start a research, I have to write introduction, I have to go for the, what is that called, I have to read literature review and others. Alright, this is fundamental. Everybody talk about it in your research method class. But, I would need to use the board a little bit. I'm going to erase this one, no camera, because I want to force you to memorize it. Got it? After I write this one, I'm going to erase it. No pen, no pencil. I'm going around again to find chicken in a very short while. Get it? All the research starting with the O query. Questions. Interest or problem? How do you get the problems? It's usually through your experience. Get it? It could be from literature review. Could be, can I continue? It could be from your supervisor. Your supervisor tell you that, oh, in this industry, more and more people do not get job after graduate from oil and gas. So you have to find out more. Example, it could be from the industry. For example, let's say now a lot of people running up, a lot of online seller, they don't want to pay tax because all cash transaction. They want to find out how is it better to catch this group of people. Example. So the scenario, the industry. Can I continue? From this problem, there is a difference between industrial researcher and also academic researcher. For the academic researcher, the first step, you have to start reading literature review. What is literature review? Listen carefully. No pen and copy is allowed. Not fair to others group, yeah? You have to remember. You want to help your group mate? Listen carefully. Literature review can be described as what you would like to update about your field on their development. For example, let's say you're doing on marketing. Let's say you're doing on supply chain marketing. To zoom down, how to save costs in supply chain marketing. Example, get it? You have to tell me what other researcher has done on that area. You get what I mean? It's just like you didn't meet your old friend for 20 years. What you want to update about the field of your study. That is what we call literature. Understand? I repeat, updating is known as literature. You read and you report. Can I? Literature reporting. Can I? Then, okay, example, you say, according to A, mention, okay, I give you a specific example, yeah? Okay, how do we do the literature review? Last time, a long time ago, what our parents teach us? Our parents teach us what, you know? Do not eat egg, do not take egg yolk every day. Why? They mentioned egg yolk increase high cholesterol. Logic or not? Yes or no?
Yes.
This is what our parents tell us long time ago. But research shows another one. Research shows egg yolk, lecithin, is high in egg yolk. Get it? There are very high lecithin in egg yolk. And lecithin can reduce cholesterol. This is another research paper shows that. So now, should we take egg yolk? This is what we call the research question. Mean that after you read and read and read, you cannot decide what is happening. Can I continue? Yes or no? This is a fundamental of research question. Research question happens when there is a contradicting information about certain body of knowledge. I repeat, research questions derive when there is an inconsistency or contradicting information about the literature review. You get what I'm trying to say?
Yeah.
Get it? Sure? Half. Okay, tell me what is a half that you cannot understand? Yes. When you say half, I want to know what is a half that you do not understand. Ask. If you don't ask me, I'm going to ask you. You choose. I ask you or you ask me?
Okay. I will ask you, say it again.
No, you have to tell me which part you do not understand.
What's the research question?
Research question is a whole cheese of the whole research. It's the things that you become blurred. For example, okay, let's say, I don't want to talk so scientific, yeah? I talk about, okay, let's say one day, out of certain she, yeah? You know him? You do not know him. You don't know. Never mind, okay. Let's say, assuming that your class are MBA classmate. On Monday, she cooked you nasi lemak. Get it? Nasi lemak. You do not know what is it? Roti canai? How do I explain?
Roti, okay.
Okay. She made roti canai for you on Monday.
Okay.
Get it? Then after that, on Tuesday, she give you a movie ticket for the Saturday midnight movie. Get it? On Wednesday, she give you the handmade wallet. On Thursday, she offered to go to your house. On Friday, alright, then she make homemade coffee for you. Alright? Then as a normal human behavior, we were suspecting, understand what is suspecting, right? This lady has some good interest towards you. Logic or not? Logic or not? Logic. Do you see? The one I talked about, make coffee, assuming that they are the teacher review. But, when on that Saturday night, remember? She give you a movie ticket on Saturday night. Alright? On that Saturday night, when you appear in the movie, actually, she bring along with him, bring along with him, bring along with him, bring along with him. So, is it make you to feel that, is she really like me? Am I right? Logic or not?
Yes.
The research question over here is known as, does she really like me? It make you confused of it. The confusion of the academic is known as research question. You get what I'm trying to say? Something you cannot confirm. If you already confirm that facts, you do not need to do any research some more. You understand what I'm trying to say? Okay, if you already confirm A1 plus 1 equals to 2, so that's why there's no research on 1 plus 1 equals to 2 because it's a confirmed fact. But before 1 plus 1 become 2, a few research and many research has proven on that theory. I give you another example of theory. How many of you are teaching business or marketing? How many? None. Have you gone through marketing subject of your MBA?
Yes.
Yes. Then, have you heard of one theory is known as theory of reason action and theory of planned behavior? Have you heard of this theory? Yes, yeah? Have you heard of this theory? Yes or no? No? Have you? How many have you never heard of this theory? Please hand up. Okay. Okay. So you have heard of it. Also, I'm going to ask you. I'm going to ask those. Please hands up if you never heard of this theory. I'm going to select. Oh, you have heard of this theory, right? But you didn't hands up.
Raise it, your hand.
Raise your hand if you had never heard of this theory.
No.
Okay. So, alright, you heard of it. Great. Okay, again, I cannot see. Any of you not familiar, hands up. Great. I have one person who is going to help me very soon. Okay, never mind. Okay, let me share on this theory of plant behavior first. When we talk about theory of plant behavior, this is a theory in the area of consumer behavior. If you study consumer behavior, if you study marketing, if you study social science, if you study on the behavioral science, this theory is something you cannot run away. It's under Fishbein and Eisen. (1982) and 87 is theory. Yeah. What is this theory about? He talked about human intention. For example, what you want to do today, what is my decision, is all my action is known as behavior. Get it? Behavior refer to the action. Can I continue? All human action is known as behavior. Can I continue? Alright? For example, whether you want to go to school or not, you want to attend a seminar or not, the one that you add up is known as behavior. Can I continue? What formulate your behavior? Everything is your intention. Whether you really have an intention to do certain thing. Can I continue? What formulate your intention according to this theory? There are three things that formulate the intention. What is called the attitude. Can I? What do you mean by attitudes? Attitudes mean whether you're favorable or not favorable towards an action. I will explain to it. For example, let's say you are using this one is what phone is it? iPhone, right? So you are not buying Samsung, right? Okay, your behavior, can you see? Your behavior over here, you are not buying Samsung, you buy iPhone. Your action, understand? Because I can see it with my eye. It's already shown with this phone. Can you see? Proof, action. Action have to see with eye. You have to audit to see action. That's why in a lot of research, so they will ask you, why you are not measuring behavior? Be careful of this question, sure kena one. So because why? Because I do not want to measure the final action. You get what I mean? I am going to measure intention because their intention is going to transfer to be the action. Can I continue? Then you buy iPhone, of course you have good feeling towards iPhone, am I right? If you don't have good feeling towards iPhone, impossible you will buy it, am I right? Logic or not? Your good, your good favorable, your good values is actually geared by your values. Remember that. Human values, you have a lot of value. Every human have different set of value. All these value will form your attitude. Can I continue?
So what is the difference between values and attitude?
Okay, values means that, for example, your values, your integrity is known as your value. Internal, inside you. Understand? Your attitude means you like or you don't like. Okay, for example, you like this is what it is, coffee, right? But because of your value, you like something that very strong smell. You like the strong smell. Strong smell is your value. Then by the end of it, your attitude is you like coffee. Attitude is like coffee. Can I? Your value is inside your heart. Alright? Can you differentiate what is the values? For example, let's say this gentleman, his value he feel it's okay to have a public sex, example. So his attitude would be, he will go for prostitute, example. Understand? Do you know how to differentiate the values and attitude? Because later I will ask you. Sure? Not writing, understand? Story. By the end of it become story book. It's not the academic thesis. Don't be surprised. This happen even though regardless where you are. Can I continue? Can you follow me? Before I sleep? Sleep already? Are you still okay? Great. Are you still okay? Great. Now it's my turn. I talked too much already. Now it's your turn to.
But Prof, I have a question here. How are they going to develop the research question without knowing the objective of the research?
Not yet. It's from the literature review.
Yeah.
That's why I need to erase this one before I proceed, because now it's just only introduction. What I've done through just now, let me recap, yeah? What I've done this morning. Number one, we started with what actually started the research. Am I right?
Yeah.
Then after that, I give a very brief introduction, what is called research question. Am I right? I haven't teach how to do research question yet. Okay, and number three, I mentioned that in any research, you must have a model or theory. Did I say that?
Yes.
Yes or no?
Yes.
Okay, I give you an example of what is called theory. Am I right? All right. And this theory is come from many other theory. This is what we call. This is the theory plan behavior. When you do literature review, you have to find out before this theory what is the other theory that formulate this. Actually, just to share with you, before theory of planned behavior, there's what they call theory of reason, action. No ED. Before theory of reason, action, it's like evolution. You know what's evolution? It's from the history that come until now. And this one also considered as out already. Now is that they got another new theory. It's called health model. Alright? Before theory of reason action, they have a theory of expectation theory, Bandura model. All these contribute to the theory of reason action. That's why when you do literature review, you as an expert, let's say in marketing, in consumer behavior, you must be able to tell me the theory that you are using for your research. I repeat, you use this theory in your research, right? You have to know all the grandmother story. This is what we call grandmother story. Unfortunately, a lot of master student or graduate student, okay, I ask them, what theory do you use? Oh, I use Maslow motivation theory. I use Pavlov theory. Can you tell me how it's developed? This is a reaction. They do not know. So, if you have this issue, means that you're not doing a research. A research means that you have to know in and out of the whole story. Understand? It's not only the theory I'm going to use, you have to know all the theories. That's why in your literature review, one subchapter I'm going to introduce later on, because I'm going to give 1.1, what is it, 1.2, what is it, 1.3, what is it? Can I? One of it is called related model. What does mean a related model? Related model means that all the grandmother story about the theory you are going to use. Understand? Sure? Related theory is what? Don't worry, this one no chicken dance one. What is related theory? I don't want to ask you. What is related theory? I just only informed her just now.
The evaluation of this theory. How
Very good. Alright? So, it is not only focused on the theory you are going to use, but you have to know the, hold on, what is it? What she mentioned just now.
The evaluation for the theory.
Yes. Get it? Get it or not? Alright. Now you really know what is the related theory? You already know literature review. Now I'm going to share a little bit. That's why now you are becoming very blur. The reason why I purposely make you to be blur, I touch a bit, that side I touch a bit. I have my reason. I will tell you later on. Can you see? Just now I start with a bit of research. All of a sudden I touch a bit of literature research question. Then all of a sudden I do not know why I jump to literature review. All of a sudden jump to the related model. Am I right? Do you catch I'm flying here and there? Do you catch or not? I will tell you what is the reason later. I'm going to fly one more round. Now, going back to the literature review. Perceived norms. What does it mean by perceived norms? Perceived norms means that how people around you, the important people, around you, influence your decision making. How people around you, for example, who are the important for you? Your parents could be, for you could be your friends, for you it could be your children, for you it could be your neighbor, people that you feel important to you. Everybody would have different, you will perceive different people, different things. Am I right? Some of you could be your secret second wife or third wife. It could be, So their influence, including the peer influence, is all under perceived norm. You get what I mean? Let's say, for example, if people around your friend, everybody tell you, don't buy iPhone. iPhone, if you use it, then you will explode at home. Would you buy iPhone? You will not have a good feeling towards iPhone. Can I continue? Yes or no? Great. Then, I give you an example. Going back to the story, he's trying to get the second wife example. Okay? Let's say your intention is to choose her, alright? He wants to marry you. Get it? Get the story now? Okay, action, behavior, he will buy you the ring. Okay, not the normal ring, the wedding ring. That is behavior. Get it? Intention is that you already hear some news. He went to the goldsmith shop to buy the wedding ring. Intention, get it? Before you go to buy the wedding ring, of course, he must have good feeling towards you, or else marry you for what? Logic or not? And there is attitude, good feeling towards you. Understand? His value of lady she like is somebody that can take care of the husband like Japanese. When you come back, change the shoes for you, then massage for you every day. Values. Understand? Is your belief on certain thing. Can I continue? Then, and also people around him, like Jay keep on saying that you are very good, you can cook very good Japanese food. People around you that approve it, the behavior. Can I continue? Yes or no? So he will go for the intention. Can I continue? Not only that, there's another factor that tie in for this model is known as perceived behavioral control, PCB. Perceived behavioral control. What does it mean by perceived behavioral control? Meaning that is your ability to perform it. Alright? Ability to perform it. For example, let's say you want to marry her. Do you have the ability to marry her? Example, what do I mean by ability? Because maybe for her mother, she requests at least 18K diamond, criteria number 1. Must have at least 10 condominium. Must have at least 10 Mercedes Benz. And also you must be the CEO of the World Bank, example. Yes, you like her very much, okay? You like her very much. People around you also say she's very good. But do you have money? Do you have ability to perform that? If you don't have, so there is no intention. Close case. Nothing happened. Can you see? This is what we call a. Can I continue? Yeah, understand all these are the fundamental, yeah? All these are the fundamental of research. When we talk about this, you have a model. All the research must have a model. You base on the model to formulate your research. You have to find out what is missing in this diagram so you are able to formulate your research question. You get what I mean? I repeat. So the research question comes from where? Any missing of this original model. You get what I mean? Okay. So when we write a thesis, the first thing is you have to read literature review. But what you want to read from the literature review is not reading from abstract, yeah? Reading from abstract is wrong, 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 and wrong. When you read literature review, the first part you should read is the recommendation of future study. Why you need to read recommendation of future study? Why? Because when the writer writes a journal, he will say that, okay, in this research, in the future, then the other people should look at A, B, C, D, E. Am I right? This is what we call research gap. Can I continue? The style and the content. The style and the content. Okay, can I? Ali, Amina, the second. Okay, style and content. Ali, 2016, sorry, full stop, in the later research, Ali mentioned there is a relationship between color and style. Can you see? I already joined these two research, Amina, Ali, style, color, and talk about it together in one paragraph. Only this is known as literature review. You get the differences now? Discuss in a group. Now I give you 3 minutes. What are the examples? What is the differences? Use layman term, yeah? I want you to discuss in a group. What are the differences between literature review and literature reporting? I give you 3 minutes now to come up with one statement. In order for you to go out from this door to go for lunch, you have to repeat what I've mentioned. Or else you are prohibited to, you have to be fasting today. Fair enough? Fair enough, right? Fair? Or else I talk so long, then you learn nothing, wasting my time. Am I right? Yes or no? Okay. So, what is grade A? Grade A means that you have to plan your literature review. I think I will erase here first because I'm worried that I forgot about that. Later I rewrite this one back. When you write your literature review, there are a few methods or a few strategies. Either you write your literature review in the form of evolution. What do you mean by evolution? According to timeline. The second method, you can write your literature review according to variable. Okay, to be very frank, if you don't know, say don't know. If you know means no. How many of you not clear about variable in your research method class? If you know, I don't want to repeat. If you don't know, I repeat. Everybody know. Don't know, hands up. You know, no need to hands up. If you're not clear. Okay, so not many people don't know, so please ask those people that know. Because less than half don't know. So I will skip this one. because not many people do not know. So you have to know what is called, later for those know, yeah, please teach them what is called IV, what is called DV, what is called MV, what is called TMV, what is called IIV. Alright? Make sure you know. This one is a fundamental, even though degree students should already aware of it. Independent variable, dependent variable, moderating variable, intermediate moderating variable, intervening variable. Okay? So make sure you ask them what is it. Because later on, I'll do it a group activity, then you have to tell me, identify what is moderating variable, intervening variable, then moderating intervening variable, and others. Okay. Then after that, according to the industry development, according to model. When you plan according to this one and apply this inside here, is considered as the grade A literature review. Example. Can I give example? Let's say my research is on let's say my topic of my research is on customer satisfaction among car manufacturer, among four-wheel drive car. Is it called four-wheel drive car? Is this still correct?
Yes.
The bigger car. Is it called four-wheel drive?
Yes.
Car in Malaysia. Example. Alright? When I start talking about this, I have to choose which one am I going to. In my chapter 2, I will start with 2.0, of course it's known as introduction. Introduction is just only one paragraph. The first 2.0 always this paragraph with the objective to introduce the whole chapter 2. Understand? Just only one paragraph a day. In chapter 2, literature review, this chapter would share on what is it? Can I continue? Then 2.1, I will start to look at, let's say I would like to choose starting with the evolution. Alright? Evolution, it means that what is a fundamental coming out with the four-wheel drive. But I will talk about the what is that called? The four-wheel drive car industry in Malaysia. This is my main topic. Can I continue? 2.1. So over here, I will start to do critically, and also I will use the three methods just now: compare, summarize, critics, and also add on everything into this part. 2.1. Understand? This one is for me to understand the whole, to show I understand the whole industry. For me to prove to you I'm the expert in this field. Understand? I'm the expert in automotive industry, so I have to write 2.1. Get it? 2.2. I have to start to talk about car satisfaction among four-wheel drive car. Can you see? My topic is customer satisfaction and this one. So I started this one first. Can I? Sorry. I just write about customer satisfaction. 2.2. Understand? I talk about this one, number 2. Can I continue? Now 2.3, only I start to plan, join these together. Customer satisfaction and four-wheel drive car. I list out all the literature has been done among this. Can I continue? Only 2.4, I start to look at the related model. What I mean by related model, it means that for customer satisfaction, I could use Senhua model. Am I right? Yes or no? But I believe that you already gone through consumer behavior, marketing, or organization behavior. What are the new variables that you have found? Understand? Second one, how do you combine theory or model? How? What have you done to combine theory or model? Get it? Hello? Survive me? The second gap that you have to address is known as the methodology gap. What is the methodology gap you need to find? You have to look at their sample. Is it comprehensive enough or not? The people that you choose. Is the sampling method, is it good enough or not? Are they using a random sampling or non-random sampling? Later I'm going to ask you what are the differences between that. Have you heard of random sampling, non-random sampling, right? I believe everybody with your face, smiling face, you know what is random sampling. Under random sampling, they're divided into simple random, then stratified random. Got right? Yes, and also what is called the, in case non-random, what is called the two-phase random. Then what is quasi-experiment, what are experimental study. Not only that, you also heard of the different type of term under the, what is that, snowball sampling. Then after that, the one under non-random sampling. All this you studied, right? Huh?
Not all of us have studied the research method.
Oh, not all of you. How many of you haven't gone through research method? Only three. Oh, no. Only three. Sorry? Haven't. Only three. Okay, never mind. Okay, I will not ask you. I will ask the others, yeah? Alright, three of you exempted to answer the question. Alright? Then after that, of course, when you do your research method class, your lecturer already asks you to write in a one part what is called validity, reliability, what is called face validity, what is called content validity, criterion validity. Yeah? Okay. Later I will test you, right? Okay? In the group. I'm not testing you on definition. I'm testing you how do you increase face validity. How do you increase your criterion validity? And how are you going to capture the alpha combat validity? That one, don't worry, after break. So you still have time during break to Google. We continue. Okay. The gap of validity and the reliability gap. Okay, maybe you return all the knowledge to your lecturer of research method. I hope not. The third gap is known as the inferential gap. For doing proposal, now you're in the stage of doing proposal, isn't it? You are addressing these two only, proposal. When you start your result, only you find your inferential gap. So that's why today I'm not going to touch what is inferential gap here, because you haven't reached that stage yet. Alright? But if you undergo SPSS class before, definitely they teach you how to analyze the inferential analysis, descriptive analysis. Am I right? Am I right? So inferential and descriptive. Under this inferential analysis, definitely you'll go through what t-test, chi-squared, regression, normality. That one is a basic. I think degree student also have covered that. What is normality? How to use the KM's coordinates? What is called the the stoichiometry? All those scattered plot, whiskered scale, mean, mode, median. Okay. So all these are, you study in Form 5, I believe that. Form 5 also study mean mode median, right?
Yeah.
But I see this is the biggest joke that I received from when I become the examiner. I cannot mention which university. This is the biggest joke in my life. When I read the thesis, you know, okay, for gender, yeah, gender, alright, gender, they quote it 1 for male, 2 for female. Understand? Then, after that, when he write the thesis, I tell you, that what I share with my students, right, I do not know how to respond. They put like this, they put the table. PhD, I repeat, this is PhD, I vomit electricity and blood. Male, female. Then after that they got they even do what is that called? Number, let's say 20. This one 80. So this one 20%. So this one is 80%. Example. Okay, not check. Then do you know how is it? Okay. Then they say the mode sample is female where N equals to 80 kurungan 80%. Okay. Semicolon. Male N, M-A-L-E male, comma, N equals to 20%. This one's still okay. Do you know what happened? When they add this one to be divided into 2 is 0.5, right? Am I right?
Yes.
Mean, you know what is mean?
Yeah.
Mean average. The mean of the gender equal to mean equals to 0.5. Alright? Hence, the sample distributed normally. Okay? I ask, in that case, your sample 0.5 means that is it half male, half female during the examination? Because why? I think you study in Form 5 mathematics, mean, mode, median. This is 1 and 0 is known as what type of data? Dichotomous data, am I right? 1, 0, dichotomous. Alright? So dichotomous data, can you use mean to analyze? The answer is no. Because you have to know what is called center of tendency. Adakah? Have you heard before center of tendency? Oh, never mind. Your research method today, do you need to go to lab for SPSS? In your research method class, do you need to touch SPSS?
We did not do that.
Huh?
We did not be taught for that.
Oh, I see. Then how do you analyze the data?
Because we were being taught on how to do proposal. We presented the proposal.
Then you might have another subject, I believe.
No. Only basic statistics. But no SPSS. Only basic statistics. Learning that one are mode, mean, median, but no SPSS.
You sure?
Yeah.
But during during preparing the whole project, we will get trained on that.
No, you are not. You are not. They realize that they are
He
our
said he
junior.
will get trained.
He is our junior. We are not. You are the senior one. You are not being taught for that.
So you got trained.
No, like I haven't started my project yet, but before that we will get. And even though we are arranging another one.
But you go for the lab doing SPSS, how to download the software.
No.
Do you know how to key in, how to do
No.
coding?
No.
Not yet or no?
Never.
No.
No. My question, would not or will be?
Done.
Can I continue? If you really have intention, I'm very sick. For example, for me, I'm very scared to see dentists. I admit that I do not know why. Okay? I'm very, if you force me to go to dentist also, you free for me also, I will not go. Don't ask me why. I expected I would not go. Because I have never had intention to go. Touch wood lah. Who knows, after this I've been forced to go to dentist. Then, expected theory, can I? Second theory. What are the related theory? Bandura theory. Okay. Bandura theory by Albert Bandura. Albert Bandura say what you know? Human behavior is always learning. You learn from others. For example, let's say for example, for me, my attitude is this is rubbish, right? Ping, here, ping. When I walk, I throw rubbish. Open my car window, I send my rubbish up. When your children see it, what they will do? They will learn. Then they will follow the same scenario, throw the rubbish outside the window. That's what we call Bandura theory. Understand? It's also then, under Bandura theory, later on, in 1980 plus, they developed to become social learning theory. Understand what I mean? The theory. Bandura theory focus on, they say what you know? Observation. Can I? Social learning theory means that he say what you know? Behavior will be learned from observation. Understand now? Understand now? Okay. Not only that, in my research also, I will start looking at the norms theory. Herd theory. What is herd theory? Do you remember just now? Demanded in the class just now. When our friend introduced who are the president, do you observe that at the back somebody clapped the hand, only other people clap hand? Do you observe that? Do you observe that just now? That is what we call herd theory. Herd theory means that when other people go, you will go automatically. Same thing, you ask yourself, one busy Saturday, you go to a restaurant. There are two restaurants, yeah? One restaurant with people, another restaurant totally no human. Which one would you go? It depends. If you are very free, okay, if you are very busy, then you go to the empty one. But if you are very free, most human beings, they will say that this one no human. It might be very expensive. It must be something wrong with the restaurant. Am I right? So you will lead to another one. This is what we call herd theory. Can I continue? Yes or no? So this one is our behavior would follow others. Behavior follow others. Then after that, number 5 theory, only I talked about theory of reason, action. Theory of reason, action start to look at attitude, then to the behavior, and also perceived norms to the behavior. Can I? Then the last one, last theory. Theory of planned behavior. This one I don't want to draw one more time, just what I mentioned to you. Attitude, perceived norms, perceived behavioral control, go to the intention, go to the behavior. Am I right? And also this one is guided by the value. Do you still remember? This is what we call related model.